So because State Line Prim is shut down, I stayed over here in Southpoint. Now they're supposed to open up State Line at some point, but I don't know when that's gonna be. So I stayed over here in Southpoint. The cool thing about Southpoint is they got this little parking lot for trucks right across the street. Now I'll be real, this is the first time I stay at Southpoint for this, and it's a cool little casino if you're gonna come out here for pleasure. But just being real with you guys, for work I didn't like it. There's too many people, dog. Too many people in there, and having to wait for the restaurants to be seated. I wasn't really digging it. For pleasure, yeah. For pleasure, yeah, it seemed like a cool spot. See, right across the street, they got truck parking, which is feeding me because I went to the M, and they don't have truck parking. I've stayed there before too, and I actually like that casino a little bit better. It's not as crowded. But Southpoint, yeah, dog, there was a lot of action going on. Like I said, if you want to come for pleasure, yeah, it was feeding, man. But that's the one thing I liked about State Line Prim. There wasn't a lot of people throughout, during the week. Now on the weekend, I don't know, but during the week, wasn't a lot of people. So just go in there. The line's not long. You check in. Go put your stuff up in the room. Go downstairs, hit the gym. Go order your food. Go back upstairs to your room, take a shower, come back down, grab your food. Easy peasy, Holmes. But here, it was just like, nah, dog. I wasn't really digging it, man. Everything is waiting. Not only that, but a lot of the restaurants in here, there is no takeout. You can't order for takeout. You gotta dine in. Things are so spread apart, and like I said, man, if you're on vacation and it's for pleasure, no complaints. No complaints, Holmes. But for work, I wasn't digging it, dog. And I tried to stay at the M, but they had blocked off the parking. First of all, they don't have truck parking, especially not the way Southpoint has truck parking. The M, they have like this little small parking lot. It's not necessarily made for trucks, but that's where I would park. And lo and behold, guess what? They ended up blocking that parking. I don't know if they ended up blocking it for good, or if it was just for today, for whatever, or yesterday I should say, for whatever reason. I'd rather stay there, even though things are spread out a lot more, just like Southpoint is. There still isn't as many people. It's not as crowded as Southpoint is. Reason for that is because Southpoint's a lot closer to the strip. The M is basically the last casino there is before you get out of the city. Now I was going to show you guys the M, but I'm not sure if you guys can even really get a good view of it. Here's the exit to St. Rose Parkway. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see it. The M is right down over there. Probably can't see it. But St. Rose Parkway is basically like the final line. This exit right here. After this, that's it. You pretty much just hit the open desert. Leaving Vegas, of course. If you're coming into the city, if you're heading northbound on the 15, then St. Rose Parkway will be the first line that you hit, knowing that you're getting into city limits. As soon as you pass this overpass right here, that's it. That is the end, homes. Now it's just pretty much just open desert now. Until you hit Jean. I mean, there's Sloan, but there's really nothing going on there. Sloan, Jean, and State Line. I mean, if you blink your eyes, you'll end up passing it. So it's not like there's much going on. But State Line Prim, at least Prim Valley Resort and Casino, they're still not taking anybody. So I don't know if they're doing renovations or what. But they didn't close the town down completely. Truck stops still open, the gas stations are open, the restaurants are open. They're just not taking any reservations as it stands right now. So anyway, yeah, that's where I've been staying. Or actually, I've actually been staying at the M. This is the first time I stay at Southpoint, and depending on what they do with that little parking lot at the M, which is not really made for trucks. I don't know if maybe they realized that trucks started parking there and they're not down with it, so they blocked it off. But I'd rather stay at the M. But we'll see what happens. Alright, Quest. You guys have a blessed one.